everybody, and welcome to yet another happy hour virtually. Yes, it's hops at home for all of us these days, and I'm very happy to say that we have a plethora of people here with me today. And I've decided that as it's a lovely spring day, I'm going to head out into the Brit pub gardens and do it here. Because why not? You know, we've all been locked down for the last 6 or 7 weeks, and we need to get out and about. With me, of course, is my good two chums and co-hosts, Mr. J. Rosicky and Mr. Ken McMullen. And I think everybody by now knows who they are and what they look like. But anyway, I'm going to go to Jay first and find out what he's drinking.
I am drinking the Palo Santo Marin from Marin. My English is not good. From Dogfish Head. It's a
You
brown
can put
ale.
your glasses on if you want to, Ken.
Yeah, sure. It's going down pretty good. It's a 12%er. It's the first one. I only cracked it open right when we started, but it's very smooth.
And then, Ken, you're sitting on your step.
Yep.
Very casual. What are you drinking?
I poured myself some Brew Monkey.
Oh.
One of the last 2 beers I brewed at Hopvine before we shut down there. Well, I mean, we're not shut down. We're selling beer off the stuff, but, you know.
Well, and I think that that's very likely what the case is with the guys that we're going to talk to, because I'm drinking one of their beers. And I have what I think is a really fine example of an alt beer. Anyway, I like it. And that is one called Deuce Coupe. I don't know if you can see that because it's a little dark. But I'm drinking it, of course, Ken, out of your Furkery glass. Thumbs up. And this is going down very nicely on a sunny day. So I'm going to start to introduce the 3 guys we got with us. We got a Menage R93 Octane, which is very nice indeed. Below me is Mr. Chris Peckat. Hi, Chris.
Oh, hey, how we doing?
Doing good. What are you drinking, my friend?
This guy, he's got to unmute himself.
How about now? Can you hear me now?
We go. We got you. I can hear you now.
This whole technology thing, it's new to me. My first computer. I'm drinking a Doppelapfel Strudel Weiss, which is a beer that we brewed with Elmhurst Brewing.
That was a good one. And I should say to the viewers, hopefully we have viewers, that one of the last podcasts that we did audio-wise was at your location back in February, and then in March, all hell broke loose. Anyway, next to you is Nick Wisniewski.
Wisniewski, yeah, very good.
All right, thank you very much. And I'm going to call him the Wiz, because when we come to this other guy here, we'll find out why. Hi, Nick. How you doing? You're the head brewer, right? Oh, I forgot to ask, Chris, what do you do at the brewery?
I am the director, so I kind of oversee everything.
Good man. Okay. You should have said as little as possible, but that's all right. The Wiz, you're the head brewer, right? Tell us a little bit about where you came from and what you're drinking.
Well, I guess first I'm drinking 93 Octane Lager, also known as Lagergini. Kind of a little riff off the Lamborghini there. And really?
We wouldn't have got that if you hadn't told us.
Well, you know, I know you're a little slow on the other side of the pond. So But head brewer at 93 Octane, and previously head brewer at Off Color Brewing.
And I'm very happy to say that in this lockdown, there are positive moments that you have to grab hold of. And you have just brought on a new employee, and his name is?
I'm Nick Ford. People just call me Ford.
Where were you previously to come into 93 Octane?
I've been at Two Brothers for the last 6 years. Wow. And then I was at Nevin's Brewing Company in Plainfield for a couple of years before that.
Ah, right. Okay. No longer.
Wiz, I just realized something when I'm sitting here. Did you used to work with Ozzy out of Mayday in Tennessee?
I did.
So I just drove back from Florida, and I happened to stop at that brewery, and he's like, I'm like, you know any Chicago brewers? And he's like, yeah, I know. And he's like, I won't use the word as he used, because he was cursing.
I helped him start. He was in my Siebel class, and I helped him start up Mayday back in, I guess it was 2012. Mm-hmm. We started that up down there, and he's He's a character. The same.
Where is Mayday? Where's it located?
Tennessee.
Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So about 40 to 45 minutes south of Nashville.
Yeah. So sorry to cut in with that, but like it just hit me when we were talking.
Yeah.
Now we know Nick was before this at Off Color, but now you've been at Octane 93 for quite a while, right?
Yeah, it'll be a year in July.
And do you like it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's a little rough patch right now, but we're figuring it out, and bringing on Ford here will definitely help us move a little bit more beer and just get better every day. I think that's the main goal right now.
I heard you guys. I don't know who the owners are, but don't the owners or someone in there own the Pride Pantry? If they own Pride Pantries, is it affecting how you guys are set up as a brewery? Is it helping or?
It does affect it a lot. Actually, yeah, we're owned by the same family that owns the Pride stores owns 93 Octane. So it does affect it. So we can't self-distribute. So we go through Windy City distribution. So that's the biggest issue. However, it's nice because we do have a built-in outlet for our beer.
Right.
And it's great because we already carry a lot of great beer. Now we get to add our beer to it.
So are you canning?
So we use
yeah, we're canning right now. We use Willcraft, the mobile canner, and they pack into our little space. It's pretty tight quarters. We get set up. It goes from the back of the brewery all the way through the tap room, and pretty much everybody has their own space, and you stay at that space all day running what you need to run. And yeah, we crank out some cans. They're pretty efficient, so I highly recommend Willcraft.
I've been at your place. If I remember right, the tanks are stacked.
Correct.
Can you tell us about your equipment, the manufacturer, the size, and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we have ABT equipment. It's a 10-barrel electric system. Then we have two 20-barrel fermenters. Each have their own bright tank stacked on top, and one 10-barrel fermenter that also has its matching bright tank on top of it.
Are there any challenges to stacking your equipment, if you'll pardon the expression?
Challenges as in actually stacking them or working on stacked equipment?
Yeah, working on it.
Yeah, I mean, for the bright tanks up top, you need to be on a ladder to do anything. So that's not ideal, but with the space we were given, that's the best option. And you get used to it. Just gotta make sure your shoes are pretty dry so you don't slip.
The truth is, the square footage in there, what makes money are seats, not tanks. So stacking them, it just makes sense.
Right.
The collaborations you've done when you first opened were quite a few, and obviously you've continued on with one from Elmhurst.
Yeah, I mean, to start off, we really wanted to, I was calling on a lot of favors from brewery friends to help out because we had 12 tap handles that we needed to fill out. So I figured a good way to do that is just ask friends to collab and, help get our name out there more. And one of those friends was Elmhurst Brewing, and we came up with the Doppelapfel Strudelweiss, which Chris is currently drinking, I believe. And it went over so well, and we enjoyed it so much that we decided to do it again, this time at our location at 93, and can it, as Chris just showed our can there.
What exactly is in that? Hello, we got something going over. Must be a helicopter. I'll mute myself. What's in that beer?
We call it a Imperial Berliner Weiss that's brewed with woodruff and cinnamon. So it tastes very reminiscent to an apple pie or apple strudel, but there's no apple in it. All that comes directly from the woodruff. And we kind of just took a riff off of traditional Berliner Weiss and the syrups that are blended with them, one of which being a woodruff syrup.
Now, Nick Ford, how are things going with you now? I don't know how long have you been with them? And
this is day 3.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So I started Monday, filling out the paperwork and trying to hit the ground running here.
Did we find out what you were drinking?
I am drinking the Hugger Orange Whip, which is a wheat beer brewed with lactose, vanilla. It kind of tastes like an orange creamsicle. It's very good.
Chris, what exactly are you doing now to get your beer out? Because I think last week you had some really good deals, both at your urban counter, which is part of the Pride, right? And then also in your brewery.
Right. So, yeah, we are running a couple of crawler specials, and can you hear me okay?
Yep.
We're running some crawler specials and some 4-pack specials right now. I don't know how long these are going to go. We're starting to work on some new batches, and we don't want to keep running specials. So if you're going to take advantage of them, I wouldn't wait. Now's the time to buy it, because honestly, we're looking at some new stuff, right, Nick?
Yeah, I mean, we're looking to fill the tanks up again as soon as we can with some new and interesting beers, stuff that we haven't done yet. And obviously this hit at probably a not ideal time for most people, but for us, I think it was, people we were still new to a lot of people. We opened, our first day was Black Friday, right around the holidays. And then I feel like we really started hitting our stride last time we talked, Phil. And then this hit, and we had what I think were some of our best beers to date out in the market. And unfortunately, a lot of them, were sitting around a lot longer than we initially anticipated, hence the reason for some of the deals. So we can move through that and then fill our tanks up here with some new and exciting stuff.
Are you guys selling curb service at the brewery or only through distribution?
We sell at the brewery, but we're not. We can't do curb service right now. So you'd have to walk in and pay it. We are working on an app where you could get curb service, but it's still probably a month out.
Okay. As long as you're serving it there or selling it there, you practice the safe 6 or whatever Phil always talks about it, but mask up, wash your hands. I don't mind going into places myself, but just as long as you're careful. And I just want to make sure you get at the brewery, because I know you can get them at the some of the stores out there, but let everyone know you can get at the brewery as well.
I think you were doing a wheat wine, according to your website, which was kind of exciting, but you don't have much of it available right now. Is that right?
Correct. I mean, we're super excited about that beer also, hence another reason why this all hit at a horrible time for us. But we did a wheat wine. Most of it went into Buffalo Trace bourbon barrels. We do have about a keg, maybe a little bit more than a keg, that we're kind of sitting on for draft. And we'd really like for people to enjoy that in-house, sitting at our bar instead of just in a crowler at home. So hopefully we'll be able to release that sooner than later to the public.
Chris, you're a bit of a bourbon man, aren't you?
Yeah, actually, I'm drinking rye on the side right here. This is one of my ryes. Stray. Barrel proof. So wow. I'm big into bourbon, rye, all that stuff. So this actually pairs really well with the apple strudel rice.
Sure.
It's going to be fun at your house today.
Mixing the two and just throwing it down.
You know what? It's only like my 7th drink of the hour. So
nice one.
Hey guys, what are you using? What are you streaming to pass the time during this when you've got some downtime?
Nick Ford, you can go first with this one.
Oh man, lately I've been watching a lot of golf videos on YouTube.
What?
Well, I'm a big golfer, and for the last month we haven't been able to get out on the course now. So I've been, trying to keep my game up just by watching tips and tricks. And now, starting last Friday, golf courses are open, so I'm hoping to get out there soon and enjoy the sunshine.
Where do you go golfing?
Anywhere and everywhere.
Yesterday it was cold and rainy. It was 42 degrees. I was driving in Woodridge, and I saw a foursome out on a golf course, umbrellas and coats and everything. 42 and blowing rain, and they're out there golfing.
Diehards.
Yeah.
I played on the 24th of December this year.
Wow.
Yeah, I think it was like 50 degrees and sunny. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Wiz.
Right now, my wife and I are watching a lot of Blacklist. So it's a show that we didn't watch before. I believe it's still on, and there's about 7 seasons, maybe more, and we're well into our 3rd season of it right now. So a lot of Blacklist, and yeah, a lot of Elmo and Sesame Street with my 3-year-old daughter too. So a lot of kids. So we've actually gotten her into Pee-wee's Playhouse, so that's pretty entertaining for me still. She really likes Pee-wee's
I
Playhouse.
love it. My favorite. Pee-wee.
Yeah.
All right, Chris.
I like the historical dramas. I've been doing. I don't know if you're at Netflix, and Roman Empire, Last Kingdom is now one that I've been almost done with, and then obviously Ozark and that Tiger King or whatever it's called.
Oh, I've been watching the Ozark. I haven't gotten into the Tiger King, and the Roman Empire is the next on my queue to start watching.
So I like how they do the Roman Empire, how it goes in and out of. It's a story about history, and then it's actually a kind of a movie back and forth. It's good.
Uhtred, son of Uhtred, destiny is all.
Yeah. So you watched The Last Kingdom, huh?
Yeah, right. It's one of my favorites. Well, listen, guys. I don't think any of you are near your beer fridges, so we can't ask you to show us your fridge, please, unless one of you's got it on your porch where you're sitting. Chris, is that your beer fridge?
That sure is, man.
What do you got in it?
Talking, I got thirsty. What should I drink next?
You tell us.
You know what I'm going for? I'm going for this guy right here. Have you tried this one yet?
Number 2. Go number 2.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? The stout. You've tried this one, haven't you?
Oh, man, that is one of my favorite stouts, dude.
It's so good. But I think you're right. I think I'm going number 2. Actually, while I'm here, I'm going to show you the Hefe can.
Well, wait a minute. What else have you got in there that isn't bloody net 93 octane? What else you got? What else you drinking?
I just squeezed in the 93 octane in front of everything. Energy City, Big Hugs, 1050. I mean, these guys are one of what Prairie does is great. This is one of my favorites. I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff.
Well, I think that's a wonderful thing, and thank you for showing us your fridge.
I even have Mike's Harder.
Mike is what?
Mike's Harder, man. Mike's Harder Mango.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay. So we wish you all the best over at 93 Octane.
Hey, Phil, I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
What the heck is with all these breweries hiring people with the same first name?
It makes it very difficult for us, doesn't it, Ken?
You got to make up names for them and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, funny note at that. Out of all the breweries I've worked at so far, this is the first one where I share a first name with somebody. So at Two Brothers, I worked there. There was, I think, 3 Daves back when I worked there. One was a hose. Well, all right, one was a hose. He was the second Dave there, so that's a pretty good story. But there were still 3 Daves. Another brewery, there was a couple Pauls or whatever. So this is the first time that I've worked at a brewery with another Nick. And most people call me Wiz, so hopefully it shouldn't be that big of an issue.
I prefer to give you your full title, The Wiz.
Well, thank you.
All right. Well, guys, thank you very much indeed. My glass is empty, so I'm going to have to toast you with a Panhead Pale Ale, which I'm going to open right now. Get that open. Have you still got some beer left, guys?
I do.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Well, okay. I poured out a little bit. Thank you very much, 93 Octane guys. Nick, Wiz, Chris, all the best. Cheers from me.
Cheers for me.
Cheers.
Just for me.
Cheers, guys. We'll see you.